Listen to them, the children of the night. What sweet music they make. That was a line from the classic 1930s Dracula, Bela Lugosi. One of the better horror movies ever made. This is a video response to Josh's scary movie contest. Unlike you, Josh, I love scary movies. Scary movies of all kinds. The first book I remember ever reading was Carrie. That was in grade 4, whenever all the other kids were reading, like, See Dick Run. And then I got into doing, I wanted to do scary movies myself, but I can't act worth a damn. So I decided, well, how else can I do it? I got into special effects makeup. And I must say, I was getting pretty damn good. I remember doing up this one girl as, who's a guy? Doing up a guy as Reagan from The Exorcist. Pretty nice. And I went to a party as the Bride of Frankenstein once, and another one as a Cenobite, inspired by the movie Hellraiser. That was pretty damn cool. I wanted to work for that one at the party. Sorry, I have a cheat sheet here. Sorry, because my last video ended up being like 25 minutes long because I got carried away. Some of my favorite scary movies would have to be stuff like The Exorcist, Hellraiser, Nightmare on Elm Street.
This is God.
Friday the 13th, Psycho, of course, the original, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, again, the original, The Hunger, one of the best vampire movies around, and Halloween, of course, again, the original, with Jamie Lee Curtis. Yowzers. Even some of the newer ones, like Hostel and Saw. I love the Saw series. And even ones like The Blair Witch Project. I love older stuff. Dracula, Frankenstein, Metropolis. Kind of considered sort of horror, sort of sci-fi. No one really knows what to think of that one. Nosferatu, Freaks, which not a lot of people have heard about, directed by Todd Browning, who also did Dracula. And this movie was banned for several years because it had actual freaks. Pinhead, bearded ladies, midgets, everybody that was considered freaks in those days. And it's quite a disturbing film, considering it was made in the early 30s. But yeah, I love that one too. What else? Or remakes. Well, let's talk about remakes. These remakes that have been coming out lately suck! All of them suck! The Psycho remake, it was scene for scene, line for line, exactly the same as the original Hitchcock version. What was the bloody point other than to spend some money, make it into color, and give Anne Heche a job? Don't get me started. Halloween's my favorite time of year, of course. One Halloween, I dressed up as Jason from Friday the 13th, and just walked up and down the streets, going, just not saying anything, and then turn into a kid going, it was hilarious. I also made my own glove from Nightmare on Elm Street, not these little foam ones that you buy at the dollar store at Halloween. Mine were made from cannibalized steak knives, and could do serious damage. Let's see what else. I love watching the reactions of people at horror movies. There was this time we were in a theater watching a movie called Monkey Shines, and there was this paraplegic who got a little monkey helper as a gift. Anyway, he's dreaming about having surgery done on his spine. And in the dream, the surgeon takes a scalpel and cuts along the spine. And when the skin splits open, out jumps this evil monkey. And my sister screamed her head off, raised like 2 feet out of her chair. There was only 6 of us in the audience. We all just turned at her and started laughing hysterically. It was so funny. But yeah, so let me see. I love horror movies. I have all these horror toys, knickknacks, movies, huge movie collection, mostly horror. And when I was writing, I wrote horror stories. When I get around to making a movie, yeah, it'll probably be a horror. So, Josh, when you come back to Calgary, I guess you won't be coming over to my place for movie watching parties. Oh well. Bye.